Hey everybody, this is your boy, the host with the most, but humble, and I do mean humble, the Nostradamus, aka Derek, and I'm here, of course, on a Friday to give you the hungry, happy, healthy people here at Wrestlekram, the Axe Wrestlekram episode. All right, yes, all right, yeah, all right, all right. You're watching today, you're watching tomorrow, you're watching it next week. I truly do thank you from the bottom of my heart to the depths of my loins. I truly do thank you without any type of hesitation. I do thank you so much for watching me, for bringing in those questions. Uh, this has been a complete success. I will give out a shout out to Mitch Does It as well as he's been hounding me trying to get this off, and I'm finally doing it. Thank you so much, Mitch Does It. Shout out to you. But I love each and every one of y'all for sending in those questions. Don't forget, you will get a new feed on Sunday. So as soon as I wake up on Sunday, I will drop the new feed for y'all to consume and have a great time with that as well. Without further ado, also one more thing. Don't forget to go to the go and hang out with us on the Facebooks. Go hang out on the Facebooks, Wrestlecram Super Club, Wrestlecram Super Club. Do not forget to go hang out with us over there as well. But other than that, let's get into the questions. That's what you came here for, right? That's what you came here for. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe as well. The very first question is from Mr. Green 2853. Who do you think would win out of the Swamp, Louisiana, Bray Wyatt versus the Fiend, Bray Wyatt? Um, Great question. Great question. Who would win out of those two? Right now, the Fiend is an OP character. He is really a like a secondary or first boss if it comes to a fighter. He cannot really lose. He can't really die. And the cool thing about the Fiend is that as soon as you face the Fiend, whether you win or you lose, you come out as a different character regardless of the situation. So if you are a face, you come back as a heel, or if you're as a heel, you come back as a face, or vice versa. I mean, it's just so much stuff that was so cool with the Fiend that whoever faced him just changed and went into a whole other direction. So if I had to choose between Bray Wyatt, Louisiana, which I love the faction that the Wyatt family. But if I had to choose, it would be probably the Fiend. The Fiend character was really good, very innovative. I am hearing that they are going to try to bring him back in some type of fold. I mean, we'll see. We'll see with that. But great question. Thank you so much for that question, Mister. Another Mister Green 2853. Is there a weird guilty pleasure YouTube channel outside of wrestling you watch, and what is it? That's a good question. Okay, so there's a couple of them. I love this guy who just cleans. He cleans rugs. It's called I think it's the Mountain Carpet Cleaner. Go check him out. He has a huge following on YouTube, and all he does is he just cleans rugs, like really old, dirty, beat up rugs, and they turn out to be so good. So I mean that's a guilty pleasure I'll watch. Of course, I'm a conspiracy theory nut, so I'm into like a lot of the crazy, bizarre stuff over there. Also, I forgot what that guy's name is, but he does like conspiracy theories in a funny way. Oh God, what is his name? God, goodness, it's something. How you doing? But I love him as well. He's really fun. What else do I watch that's YouTube related? Just a lot of docs, a lot of documentaries, a lot of conspiracy theory stuff, and him cleaning, rugs. That's pretty fun. And some gentleman, he just randomly goes to different areas and cuts their lawn for absolutely free. He's there for like a whole day for absolutely free. Stuff like that. I'll watch stuff like that. So those are my guilty pleasures. Thank you so much for that, Mr. Green 2853. My little brother Jerry, he asks, "What is your favorite zombie movie?" My favorite zombie movie is, of course, Return of the Living Dead Part 2. Greatest movie of all time. Do you wanna party? It's party time. The greatest one of all time. I love that. I love that. That it is the corniest. It is the corniest zombie movie of all time, but it is so good. It is so good. I will tell anybody to go check out The Return of the Living Dead Part 2. Funniest thing of all time. It is so good. Joanna Man is in that movie. I forgot his name, but he's in there. That's the only person I can think of that's in that movie that's like relative right now. But great movie, corny movie, but one of my favorite zombie movies. Another zombie movie I like World War Z. That was a really fun movie. What else zombie movie? I actually like the original Night of the Living Dead, the black and white one. That one was really good. I really enjoyed that one. And I do like some B-rated ones as well. I can't think of them on the top of my head, but I do like those. Really, those are really fun. Seasons 1, 2, 3, and 4 of Walking Dead are good. After that, it just goes into complete boo boo. But yeah, those are Return of the Living Dead Part 2, World War Z, and probably the original Wes Craven Night of the Living Dead was pretty good. Those are good movies. Great question. Thank you so much for that question. Mitch does it. What's going on, Mitch? Hulk Hogan, Steve Austin, The Rock, John Cena, Roman Reigns. Who in WWE currently has the potential to carry the company after Roman Reigns? Right now there is nobody on the main roster I can think of that will carry the roster as of right now. I'm going back to NXT, and I will say this. I think I've already said this, but I will say it again. The person or two people that I'm choosing as of right now that can carry the golden torch or the golden shovel will be Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams. Those are the two people that are the best characters on the roster as of right now. I've been highly praising both of those gentlemen for a while now, but they are really truly the best that has to offer, not only in NXT but in the entire wrestling WWE group as of right now. Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams, they are really good. Great question. Thank you so much for that, Mitch. Laurel asks, Austin Theory told everybody on SmackDown that he would have a 5,000 day reign. What will be a realistic time he will drop the belt? He won't drop it to Sheamus. I know that for a fact. I would give it like another couple of months or whatnot. I would love to see Cameron Grimes get into it with Austin Theory. I think they do have some type of storyline in NXT. I would love Cameron Grimes to take that belt off him. So I'm saying about another 90 days. Give it to him, because I truly don't see Sheamus taking that belt off him. I think Sheamus is going to be one of those people that lose to Austin Theory to build Austin Theory a little bit more. I'm starting to see the go home heat with Austin Theory, and that means he doesn't need a title. So he doesn't need a title right now. Give it to Cameron Grimes. He needs something to get him a little bit higher than what he is now. Even Mustafa Ali, one of those people can take that title off of him. Great question. Mitch does it. Would you rather find $100 in a public toilet or find $5 in your pocket? Either or. I don't care. Money is dirty anyway, so money is filthy. I mean, there's a lot. Apparently, there's a lot of cocaine on money. I've heard that. So this is just a public service announcement, you guys. Do not put money in your mouth. Don't put money in your boobies. keep money where it's supposed to be in your wallet, or keep it somewhere that you don't really need to put it where your body is, because it's a lot of dirty, filthy stuff in money. So don't touch it, don't put it in your mouth, don't do anything like that. So I would just have $105 because I would take it anywhere. I really wouldn't mind. Thank you so much for that question, Mitch does it. Mr. Green 2853, which old school wrestler would jump from the territory to the WWF or WWE? Would have been a great wrestler in WWE. I'll name one, Sting. So apparently what he's saying is, like, in the territory eras, who did not jump the ship to WWF. Goodness gracious, that is a great question. Or WCW. My thing, and this is during the 80s or the 90s. One of the people that I can honestly say that did not make the jump. I don't think they did make the jump. Oh my goodness, this is a good question. Goodness gracious. Who didn't make the jump to WWF and would have been very good in who didn't jump ship? Oh my goodness. That's a great question. I think you have officially stumped me. I think you have officially stumped me. Because I would have said Sting. I don't know. I truly don't know. Goodness gracious. Oh my God. I'm thinking. I am truly thinking. I will come back to that question because I can't really think of anybody right now. I really can't think of anybody right now who was in the territory era that would have been a great addition to WWF or WWE. Because here's the thing, a lot of what Vince did, unless you were like a really, really huge name, he would really destroy you when it comes to coming to the territories after a certain year. I truly can't think of anybody right now that would have done that. I truly can't. I think you stumped me. I think you truly stumped me. Okay. Well, I'll come back to that question. I will come back to that question. Laurel, will Mercedes Moné and Tiffany Fatu ever come back to the WWE? That's a great question. I think they will, but I think it will be probably another 2 to 3 years before that happens. Tiffany is doing a great job over there at Impact. Mercedes Moné is just having a ball when it comes to New Japan Strong, Stardom, and AEW. I don't see them coming back anytime soon. The only thing I can think of is that when the contract is close to expiring with the WWE and USA, that's when they're going to try to get their heavy hitters. They're going to try to get a lot of money into the hands of Mercedes Moné and Tiffany Fatu, because they are ex-champions. They are really, really high when it comes to they're really hot when it comes to everything that consists of wrestling right now. You do not know anything unless you know it's Mercedes Moné and Tiffany Fatu. So I would think that, they will come back in about a couple of years when the contract is up for the USA Network, so they can get pretty good money. That's the only thing I can think of. So I'll say about a couple more years, we'll see them back in the WWE. Great question. Thank you so much for that, Laurel. Black Starboy 16. Unnamed factions in development that can be in next year's. Okay, I got you. It's not right, but he wants me to name the unnamed factions and developed that can be in next year's AEW Blood and Guts. Because the way it's looking right now, Blood and Guts is going to be probably the Blackpool Combat Club and the Elite. I will take both of those out of the equation as of right now. And my thing is, I would love to see probably a Blood and Guts as of right now. Next go around would be Bullet Club Gold, which that faction is rapidly growing as of right now because it looks like the Guns are going to join the Blackpool Combat. I mean, not Black, the Bullet Club Gold, and probably the unnamed faction of CM Punk as of right now. Hopefully, he gets a faction. But we'll get those two factions in next go around at Blood and Guts. I would love to see that. Great question. Thank you so much for that question. Laurel, do you see Mercedes Moné competing in Forbidden Door, New Japan, AEW crossover pay per view? As of right now, no. I think I have read that Mercedes Moné does have a broken ankle, so I think that is out of the question. Now, do I think she's probably going to be there? Probably yes. It looks like she's still gonna be there. It's just the fact of the matter is that she's not gonna compete. She has plenty of time to do that in next year's Forbidden Door. I mean, it's right around the corner. I mean, it's only a year from now, so hopefully, she does not get injured around that go around, and we get a really great, compelling match. Even Jade Cargill is not even there, so I would love to see Jade Cargill and Mercedes Moné go at it. Or if she's on the roster 100%, her and Kairi Sane again at Forbidden Door. That would be a very fun match, just like they did the last go around. But yeah, right now it is an absolute no go. She is injured. She's not gonna be healthy for another probably 3 to 6 months because of that ankle. Thank you so much for that question. I do hate that Mercedes Moné is not gonna be there. Jerry, do you think about the way they are using Bray Wyatt? Yes and no. I mean, I've heard, I've read in the story, I've read in the dirt sheets is that they're going to try to bring Bray Wyatt back as the Fiend, and the Mr. Rogers type of character. I was really feeling the emotional baggage of Bray Wyatt. But the thing is, the person that was writing for Bray Wyatt has quit or got fired. So, I mean, they have to do something. Now, I am hearing that he is in the backstage, him and his brother. They are, if you don't know who his brother's Uncle Howdy. So, I don't know. I mean, I don't care. But I would like to see what they do with Bray Wyatt, eventually bringing him back, probably competing for the Universal title against Roman Reigns. Jobbing out to him, but right now, Bray he's still going through a lot. He's still going through a lot, and I hate that he's going through a lot and plus he was sick. So, hopefully he just gets back his mental health, his physical health, and everything else will probably just fall into place or whatnot. But much love to Bray Wyatt, I will say that. But, get himself right, and then everything else will come right down the middle. Dragon Hunter XD, can you see The Miz working for another wrestling federation other than the WWE? That is a very easy question. No, I do not see. Well, let me take that back. I can see him in Impact. I can see him in Impact. But anywhere else, I do not see him. I can see The Miz even winning the title over there at Impact. But anywhere else, I do not see it because his style is so WWE-like that it just wouldn't work. It wouldn't work at all. But I do like The Miz. I like The Miz, but it's just, his style. His style is so catered to the WWE that it would just be pointless to put him somewhere else other than the WWE. I can't see him anywhere else other than the WWE. Well, great question. I do thank you for that. Dragon Hunter XD again. Have you ever seen the Dark Side of the Ring show on Vice? And if you have, what is your favorite episode so far? So the new season is out. I do watch Dark Side of the Ring. I've been watching Dark Side of the Ring since season 1. I also watched the Dark Side of the Territories. They are really, really good. If you have not seen dark side of the ring, I would implore anybody to go and check out Dark Side of the Ring. They are really, really, really good, you guys. My favorites probably are like I liked it, the Macho Man and Elizabeth one. That was pretty good. I liked it, the Ultimate Warrior one. I even like, if you want to go back. I mean, I don't even think they sell anymore. But the Dark Side, or the aspiring the self destruction of the Ultimate Warrior, that was pretty good. But that was done by the WWE. That was like a hit piece on the WWE. The newest one with Chris and Sonny, that one was, it was so good. It was so good. Brian Pillman, but the number one, my favorite one as of right now, is still Dynamite Kid. That one is just so creepy. It is so creepy, so good. But I would tell anybody, if you want to watch any one of them, the Dynamite Kid one is, to me, was probably the best one. Hands down, best one. Great question. Thank you so much. If you have not seen Dark Side of the Ring and you have Vice, go and check it out. Matter of fact, I think you don't even need Vice. You can actually go to the YouTubes and check it out as well, because I think they're all on YouTube as well, and they're absolutely free. Even the Dark Side of the Territories, you can go watch those on YouTube as well. Laurel, Triple H had the dirt sheets no, I'm sorry. Triple H told the dirt sheets that more titles will be redesigned. So which belts do you think will be redesigned, and which belts needs to be redesigned? That's a two-parter. Okay, so the belts as of right now that need to be redesigned as of right now are 4 titles. We need to redesign both SmackDown and Raw women's titles. Those titles should be individually made for their specific brand. I don't even think it should be a SmackDown or women's title anymore. It should be just 2 titles that women have on both brands. Just name them a title and do what you got to do with that. I mean, you love Moolah, so give her a title and give somebody else a title. That's what my thing is. Name them after some names now. The other title that I would change is the tag team titles. They are the ugliest titles I've ever seen in my life. They look like enhanced coins on belts. I've always hated that design. That design is disgusting. It needs to be taken care of. Those belts have been in circulation for a while. They are disgusting. They need to be changed. Also, I would change the Intercontinental title. That is a ugly design. It needs to be changed as well. Intercontinental, I love that. And Intercontinental, no. The United States title is a beautiful belt. I love that belt. Keep that belt. And the belt that truly I think that needs to be taken care of is, of course, the Undisputed Universal title. That is the ugliest belt I've ever seen. It's a giant mustard stain on Roman Reigns now. I hate it. They just need a complete different design. I don't understand why you can't change that. It is a ugly, ugly belt. I'm sorry. I'm just being completely honest. So, change that belt ASAP. Mitch does it. Thank you so much for that question, Laurel. Mitch does it. If you had a chance to meet any current wrestler today, who would you meet? Okay, now, this is funny because I shit on him a lot. But I would love to sit down with Austin Theory. I would like to hear a lot of what he talks about. Just sit down and talk to him and see, what's on his mind, what tickles his fancy and all that. Number 2 will probably be MJF. I would love to have a sit down conversation with MJF without kayfabe, and just talk to him and see what's going on. One more person I would love to talk to is Logan Paul. I would love to talk to Logan Paul and feed off of what he has with the WWE and everything else that he has when it comes to his ventures. Those 3 people I would love to talk to. I would love to talk to The Miz as well. I would love to talk to The Miz and see what's going on with him. Well, there's a lot of people I'd love to talk to, but those 3 will probably be the ones that I'll talk to the most. And then probably Swerve and The Miz. I would love to talk to those. as well. Great question. Thank you so much for that question, Mitch Dozen. Dragon Hunter XD. Believe it or not, uh, your premium live, what is this? Your current event of number one contenders have been spot on. Okay, I'm sorry. Believe it or not, your predictions on certain events and number one contenderships have been spot on. Where do you think you get your knowledge from? First of all, thank you. Number two, I don't think that my predictions are that to the point, because if you look at day to day shows like I do, and I read a lot of dirt sheets as well. Like, I am so engulfed into the wrestling thing now. It's so creepy. But if you don't even have to look at the dirt sheets. That's my thing. If you just have a little bit of over common sense, you can kind of navigate who is going to be. Like I said that Adam Cole was going to be the next number one contender. I said that. Yes, I did. I knew Adam Cole was probably going to be the number one contender. The reason why is because if you look at what's going on in AEW, whoever faces probably like a high level person who faces Chris Jericho usually goes on to face the number one or number two when it comes to them in the card. I know that I said that Damian Priest would be the number one, the very first person to get a shot at the Seth Rollins title. I promise you that was just a shot in the dark. I did not know that he was going to be the very first person to get a title defense from Seth freaking Rollins. I knew that Finn Balor was going to be... I didn't even know that they were going to go through the loops of everybody in Judgment Day. I didn't know that. But, I mean, if you look at the signs and you see how hot people are, it will eventually... You will know it as well. It's not... I don't think I have any type of powers. It's just looking at wrestling and just seeing what's going to happen. Thank you. I do not have mystic powers. Trust me. No, thank you so much, Dragon Hunter XD. Mr. Green 2853. What old storyline do you think was bad and could bring back to make better? The only one I can think of as of right now is the invasion angle. That was a very bad thing due to the fact that when WCW did fold and Vince McMahon bought them, if you don't know anything about that, the reason why a lot of your favorite WCW wrestlers didn't completely go from there to WWF or WWE at the time is because they were still under contract. Now, the cool thing about them being under contract is that they had to sit out, but they were getting paid. They were getting paid boatloads of money, tons of money to just sit out. A lot of those people, like Booker T, he was like, you know what, I'll take the buyout because I still need to wrestle. It's a very smart move on Booker T for doing that. But a lot of the low-level people that did not have those guaranteed contracts, they went from there to directly to WWE. So when the invasion angle happened, you didn't get the hard hitting people like the NWO, Hall and Nash, Goldberg, people like that. You didn't get those people coming directly in there to make the angle better. I think that if you bring it back as of right now, Vince would have to buy another company like MLW or something like that. But I think it would be a better angle if they did something like that, or bring NXT over to main roster and see something like that. I think it would be pretty fun to do something like that as well. A good 2 to 3 year invasion angle with that. I think it would be pretty fun. But yeah, great question. Thank you so much for that question. Black Star Boy 16. Do you think mobile games are destroying actual console or PC games? Absolutely not. I don't think that. I think that they have their own lane. Now, I do think that mobile games are really fun. I do have my particular mobile games that I've been playing for a very long time. But there are games you just cannot put on a mobile device and it'll be fun. Um, I mean, I love my console. I love my Xbox. I love, just like I said, there are games that I tried to install on my phone, and I have a really good phone. Like I have a really good phone, but it's just it doesn't come out better than it would be on my huge TV playing it on a console game. It just doesn't work right. But no, I don't think. I think they have their lane. They're doing a great job. They're a multi-billion-dollar company now. But when it comes to them stepping on the foot of consoles, no, I don't think that's gonna happen. I mean, Steam is coming pretty quickly. Steam has came a long way. So I mean, Steam is awesome. I still want that Steam Deck so bad. I may get it pretty soon, but that Steam Deck is gorgeous. No, but I would love to. I mean, keep your mobiles, and I'll do my console any day of the week. But a great question. Thank you so much for that. And the very last question, Black Star Boy 16, how will they fix the women's championship dilemma, being that Raw title is on SmackDown and SmackDown title is on Raw? Why do we finish off with a great question? Great question. Great question. So I've already said this beforehand. That you should have a tournament for Raw and SmackDown, and the women who face each other will get their respectable titles. I did say that, but I think that in order to fix the entire thing as of right now, is just get rid of Raw and get rid of SmackDown on the titles. Change the titles completely or whatnot. Change them completely and have a world title champion, have a world champion, and have a a universal champion, just like they have when it comes to Raw and just like they have on Raw and SmackDown. They have a world champion and then they have a universal champion. So change the names from Raw to SmackDown, take those names completely off the titles, and have Universal Women's Champion and World Women's Champion. That will be the best thing for everybody. That will be a smart thing. Do not put any color on the fucking belt. Okay? No color on the belt. Just have them have World Champion, Universal Champion. Boom. I've just fixed it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, you guys. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. You can get your questions answered as well on Fridays if you get your questions in before Thursday. And I will make sure I take care of those. Now, on Sunday, I'll have them, as soon as I wake up, I'll put out the new feed for y'all to enjoy and have a great time with it, okay? So don't forget, once again, I thank y'all so much for being a part of the show. The best is truly yet to come. The best is truly yet to come. Until next time, love, peace, and of course,